Coming up next, it's a middleweight matchup between Cannonier and Derrick Brunson. All right, so an interesting stylistic clash here. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to take his opponent down and get off some of that patented ground and pound.
Yes, and once he's on top, he starts to just gain control first. He does not try to rush to the next position because he understands whether or not he's in the guard, half guard, or side control, he can find ways to land big damage. In the side control, he does a really good job of going knee on belly, posturing his body all the way to the top, and just coming down with big punches. Boom, once he lands, he goes back and he secures. Then he goes back to find another big strike. He does not waste energy just throwing little rabbit punches. Everything has to matter, as you've seen in some of the great ground and pound fighters you've ever seen, like Jack Manson, guy that beats you into the bottom of the octagon until you roll over, give him your neck to get submitted. Yeah, nothing pitter-patter about it. No. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill. Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion. His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Both fighters identical in age. Brunson is 2 inches taller. The reach is identical. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 23 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Wilmington, North Carolina, Derrick Brunson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
The fighters touch him up. Alright, so the fight is now underway. On one side, we have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. It's going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up with. I mean, Damian Maia just misses there with the left. Right hand on point. Just missed with that right hand. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there. Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Back to the overhand right, not there. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one? Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off. You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active. series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable. Nice punch landed.
Brunson's got the tie clinch now.
Big knee lands right through the opponent's midsection.
Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss.
Landed a good uppercut there. Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is Baby John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Eddie.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by the Alaskan Jared Cannonier. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
25 total strikes have landed for Derrick Brunson.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, collar tie. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. And he landed the right hand there.
I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, high amplitude head kick. Big right hand. Ooh. Oh, straight right. Derrick Brunson works the takedown. Brunson's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Close guard. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Cannonier. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need to control posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully. Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Cannonier gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though.
Big kick land.
Oh, nice connection by him there with the right hand.
The right hand is the dominant hand, and you can see how well he throws. Left hand punches the clinch.
And they separate.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Nice punch here.
His head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Adesanya, and you know we still haven't found Alex Overeem's head.
Entertaining scrap so far. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lots for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, round two is here. Both fighters ready to go. Jared Cannonier versus the North Carolina native Derrick Brunson.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Oh, killer jab there from Jared Cannonier. Amazing to think where he would have been had he gotten an earlier start at MMA. He's only been at this for a few years. Obviously has realized incredible results.
It's scary, right? It's scary.
lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly. It's a beautiful, fast, good jab with meaning.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Don't finish the fight.
Oh, he might be out. Oh, straight right. Brunson's lower jaw is extremely swollen now.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. That was landed clean.
Oh! Big knee there. What a fight we got going on here. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him off. Go get him.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out. Our guys start to attack triangle.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, side control now. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Back to the feet now. While showing no signs of slowing down, and 87 total strikes have landed for the Killer Gorilla, Jared Cannonier. How about that strike over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble. Beautiful level change.
They can think of going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Oh! Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about the jab, jab, right hand? Because, oh! Look at how he turns his hip over.
Strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent stayed up with him.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much. Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Great punch, landing so much power.
Doing a nice job putting it all together.
Both of these gentlemen are...
Oh! Huge right hand!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. He got him bad!
Pretty good right hand. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg...
Oh, clean entry as he gets the takedown there.
Great entry, great timing, great finish. What a fantastic job by this young man.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Lands flush with that right hand. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. Big punch lands through the middle.
2 rounds in the books. All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous round.
Face punching at its best. He loaded it up, he threw it straight, he threw it long, and over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
Third round underway. Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job.
Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Hook shot lands. Just out of range with the big right hand. Splits the guard, lands the right hand. Oh, straight right. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Don't finish this fight.
Oh! Oh, straight right. All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any... He's out! Pinpoint strike to end this fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure the opponent wholly saw it coming, and before he could recover, the referee was in to stop the fight. So a huge knockout victory for that fighter here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 54 seconds of round number 3. Going the winner by knockout, Derrick the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that. Congrats.
It's a heavyweight showdown between the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis, and Tuivasa. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. Got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the more popular fighters on this UFC roster, top to bottom, the heavyweight contender, the Black Beast, Houston's finest, Derrick Lewis.
Yeah, Derrick Lewis is a phenomenal fighter, but he's just a fighter at heart. From the hardships that he had as a kid to his youth, developing and overcoming so much adversity to become a guy that has fought for the UFC heavyweight championship is truly inspiring for anyone that looks up to Derrick Lewis. But not only is the story very good, the fighting skill is there to match.
And he's got that old school break your face open type of power, and he'll look to put it to good use in this matchup here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Lewis is 10 years his senior. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, Ty Bam Bam Tuivasa! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 8 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 260 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, Derrick the Black Beast Lewis.
All right, commit to the rules of the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out front.
The fighters touch him up. All right, here we are back inside Toyota Center, Houston, Texas. And it seems like every time the UFC comes here, something special happens. UFC 192, obviously an epic title fight between you and Alexander Gustafsson. UFC 166, one of the greatest fight cards of all time. Houston's got another one in store tonight.
Yes, tonight you have a chance to make your own history. We saw Melendez versus Sanchez. Me and Gustafsson put on a show there. Velasquez and Dos Santos put on a show there. Will you be remembered like we have at the Toyota Center?
Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes it stop throwing.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Nice strike.
Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet now. Oh! Single collar tie now.
Beautiful punch.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Nice leg kick land.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 1. That one appeared to stun him.
What a fan.
The straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got it hurt very bad.
32 total strikes have landed for the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing. Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
His misses are entertaining. Oh, straight right.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Oh, straight right. Oh, nice job to get the guard up there as the strike is blocked by Tuivasa. Oh! Derrick Lewis! Yet another finish!
He's done. Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moment, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 2 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Derrick Ps4.
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right? But you knock out a man in a cage fight, I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands, that puts out your opponent's lights. And tonight, he got that done. And he should be very proud of the work he and his coaches got done tonight.
All right, coming up next, it is a welterweight showdown between Israel Adesanya and Robert Whittaker. All right, here he is, the UFC middleweight king, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Back-to-back wins over Yoel Romero. Hard to quantify, though, how difficult those 50 minutes against Yoel Romero were and what type of toll it might take on Whittaker here moving forward.
Yes, but after the Romero fights, there was a lot of time in between fights for Whittaker, which allows you to recover. Because you hear the stories about the guys that say they fight Yoel. No one's like him. No one feels like him. But Robert Whittaker was able to manage that over the course of 2 very, very difficult fights. And he was able to do that because of the fantastic cardio, the great wrestling mentality, and also the unbelievable striking and the ability to stare down the barrel of a loaded shotgun in Yoel Romero's left hand and feel safe. That allowed Robert Whittaker to keep his belt in both of those instances.
And we knew from his debut in 2012 that he would be something special. Has certainly been every bit that. Well, it took him just over a year on the UFC roster to realize a piece of this UFC middleweight championship. He is the last style bender, Israel Adesanya, a guy you tried to bring in to emulate John Jones back in the day.
Absolutely. You knew right away when you watch Israel fight that he has an ability to fight so many different ways. If he's coming to play a part, he's going to play that part better than anyone else you can find. It's because of the adaptability. It's his ability to change the way that he's fighting based on his opponent. In the Derrick Brunson fight, he did a lot of kneeing because he knew Brunson was going to wrestle him. But in the fight against Kelvin Gastelum was a lot of punches and kicks because the wrestling threat was not so great. You gotta have that if you hope to compete and stay atop your division for a long time.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Adesanya is 2 years the elder. He will have a 7-inch reach advantage. Here once more,
ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, Robert Whittaker! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway. So here we go with round 1 between Robert Whittaker and the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Australia and New Zealand at times are alive. Certainly not in this matchup tonight.
Not tonight. Not tonight, because both of these guys both want to win this fight. They're two of the most talented martial artists in the world, and both feel as though they have the perfect style to beat the other.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC.
Nice head kick.
Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he going to do to follow up? It's a beautiful, fast, quick jab with meaning.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Oh, you can hear the whack from here as he lands another leg kick in DC. Now we're seeing visible damage as that leg starts to redden up.
And now you start to see the damage. And now you start to see the limping of the opponent. Kicking the leg, he's turning away. He can't even get any pressure on his front leg anymore. He is beat up. That leg has been tenderized by this young man.
So 28 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good to him.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed. You don't know when that leg kick's coming. Oh, wow, those leg kicks are already taking effect.
Another powerful kick there. A lot of volume with the feet tonight for him.
It's unbelievable to watch somebody make kicking the base of their fighting style. He has shown us that it's possible.
Whittaker gets touched by that leg kick attempt.
He's really working over that lead leg with those beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
Yeah, he's hurt really bad. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this?
Just over 2 minutes now to go. Good straight hand there by Adesanya.
Big kick lands.
Some fighters don't check a lot of leg kicks. That one was checked.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, how about the Whittaker right hand? See, this is why when you sit down over the top, this fight's going to go.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high, started going low, and now he's got him hurt very bad.
Beautifully timed and placed kick there by Robert Whittaker.
That was a jab.
Adesanya's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense. Under a minute now to go, round 1.
Landed a beautiful
A straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Oh, he missed with that right hand. Oh, he might be in trouble here after that big diving punch. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Robert Whittaker. Oh, and he's back up again. Big head kick. Oh, that's a good strike there by Robert Whittaker. Just missed with the left there. Whittaker gets caught by that straight punch there. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it? Oh, and the gentleman lands another punch there. He is keeping the strike counters busy. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so a big round for him there, DC. We'll go back and look at some of the highlights. Big knockdown for him. We'll see if he can follow it up.
You could see that he was flowing. Everything was working in accordance to what he wanted it to be. And at the moment that it showed itself, the moment that the opportunity arrived, he jumped on it, got that big knockdown, and now he finds himself ahead in this fight.
All right, both fighters now ready to go with round two. Israel Adesanya and Robert Whittaker.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight. Get right
and
here.
Now he lands a combination. And that's going to do it.
Holy smokes. What a performance.
A near perfect strike to end the fight and end the night for his opponent, who candidly may not have even seen that shot coming. So just the way he drew it up, exactly what he told us during fight week, played out here on fight night. He found a little opening in his opponent's defense and charged right through it to get the big knockout win. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop in this contest at 18 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Israel, the last Adesanya.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And that'd be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight he did exactly that. Congratulations.